So it's snowing. It's bloody snowing. Try to ring the doorbell, see if anyone's in. And if I can draw their chateau, it's private property. No one's answering. No one's answering. It's been quite a dark day for me for some reason. I don't know if it's the weather. I don't know if it's something in me. It's what this journey is like. There are ups and downs, and you have to just keep going onwards and not stopping. So the last couple of days I have been wandering slowly to Falaise, and I am in the Falaise Pocket. The Falaise Pocket was an event during the Second World War, during the Battle of Normandy, in the beginning of August to about August the 17th, I believe, when the German army was being completely surrounded by the Allies. I think it's a fitting place to end my adventure of the Battle of Normandy in Falaise. But in the Falaise Pocket, it was a very bloody, horrible scene where the Allies were pressuring tens of thousands of men and civilians into a smaller space, trying to defeat the army completely or get their surrender. Now the Germans, they continually attempted to retreat back, reform the line. There was an attempt just before the Falaise Pocket where a planned counter-attack to reach Avranches, which is on the coast by Mont Saint-Michel, to cut off the Allies and then push them back towards the sea. Now this was fantasy strategy. They could barely get the attack off the ground, and that was their last offensive of the Battle of Normandy. And what ended up happening was that tens of thousands of people were enclosing in this small space. The streets, the fields, the villages were strewn with equipment, blown out cars, dead bodies, dead horses, all sorts of ugly sights. And the Allies were bombarding the Germans continually with artillery and with air bombardments. It was death. German soldiers were struggling over the rivers like the Orne, whilst being under fire. The horses were going mad. It was death and horror. And Falaise itself was bombed pretty heavily, and I'm about to go see that place tomorrow. The great success of the Battle of Normandy is here. this is where it starts to end. It's bloody snowing. You know, my father just called me, I was sitting in the church, and he goes, oh, I called you because there's like it's going to be snowing in France or something. And yeah, it's snowing. It's a snowstorm. If you like the video, please like and subscribe, and consider giving some money to my fundraising in aid to tackling homelessness with the charity St. Mungo's, and there are other social media platforms down below like Instagram, Substack, and I have a Patreon as well. So come back next time for another little yomp in France.